going first today? Who's
That's
setting
me,
it? 01
me.
to 06. Laura Stylez said it.
I'm going first. Okay, so I picked this group because it's important. They changed so much in hip hop.
Changed. Okay.
They changed the way people talk. They changed the way people dress.
The way that people
Whoa.
talk and dress.
Dressed, especially.
You're okay. Maybe.
Right, man. Play the damn song.
We're going with the Diplomats.
Oh.
Dipset.
Dipset anthem.
Let's go. Great pick.
Let's go.
I thought about that Cameron album. There's two amazing Cameron albums in here. There's the Jewel's album. You know what I mean? It's good times, man.
Remember, shirts are way too long.
Man, pants way too big.
Yes.
Bandanas and hats at the same time.
So many patches, so many flags.
so many. So much.
Tell him it's August, I'm going to November. I need a couple birds, get abroad, have them sent up. Call my bird, get my broad, have her sent up. Please, call my squad, have them sent up. Please, yeah. I see a town I'm liking, see some getting money in a town, I like it. Yeah. I run up on them with the and light it like it's my block now.
All right, kid.
He understood me quite clear. Then that thing bang out and rang out the side of his right ear. And I got back to my business, back to the kitchen at Pyrex Vision. Pop, I let that white stuff sit in. Get hard, get rock, get to the block and pitch it. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is how I'm living, and this is how I get it. Watching them more day. Hand on my handle, listening to gangster music. Hey, I stood at home, hand on the chrome in the zone, flicking the channels. Watching how the gangsters do it.
What a time. What a time. Clocking math. His math was mathing.
And it's interesting, you know, as the years have gone on, I've realized how much those songs connected well beyond New York. You know,
Oh, yeah.
L.A. loved Dipset. A lot of
Well, remember that's you know, that's the beginning. That's MySpace, the internet. There was a lot of online trading of culture at that time. Mixtapes was moving around everywhere. They had you know, a lot of kids was going away to school sharing music. It was a good time.
Worldwide, even that was big, even in Japan. Like,
Facts.
huge.
All right, my next pick is from a friend of the show, a friend of ours. But
Friend
this
of
one,
the show.
this
Friend
beat
of
still rings off, and it's actually one of my favorite Neptune's beats. If you really think about it.
Hey.
Let's go, Nori.
That's a
Wait,
vibe.
Yo, it's a lot of Pharrell in this time, man. I almost came with a Heat Rock in the same era.
Oh.
Hey, yo. Homeboy, I came to party.
What?
Your girl was looking at me.
She was.
She's a haggler, no, I'm not tagging her, but you don't want them boys to come over and start asking you what you wanna do, what you trying to do, what you wanna do, what you trying to do.
Yo, NR, pop beat, say what? That's the man.
Thugged out militainment.
The label, the jam, still flossing, showing your rocks. Ain't you dudes heard grimy, man? We stole your watch. It go Indian style, knees bent and dashiki. Strapped with the baby, BT. Juicy at the bar, looking good in the brown dress. More than 6 and them things ain't around yet. Persona all thugged out, loud and clear. 7 a straight Henny, just grab me a beer. You see I'm reppin' now, and my mommies, I got a now. Got them clowns at their feet, they hot stepping out. Left that rack label, cause I don't like. I'm like a hammer that you hold in your hand. I make hits at the white boy club while I'm buying the bar. They like, hey now, you're
an all-star.
They go,
Homeboy, I came to party.
Yo, so serious question.
Looking at me.
This is one of them ones from Nori's catalog, but is it this one or Grimy or Super Thug?
This one.
Rosenberg, you say Super Thug's not even in the convo.
No, I say Grimey's definitely not in the convo.
Definitely not in the convo.
Not remotely in the convo. Super Thug, a lot of people put like so much on because of it being the first Neptune's like slippity slapper. But to me, I just don't think it stands the test of time in the same way. Like, do you want to listen to all? I don't want to listen to all of Super Thug.
Yeah, no, I rarely go all the way through it.
Like
but it comes in strong. It comes in strong.
It does.
Vibes.
I mean, honestly, it's the helicopter, the talking, like all of it's awesome. But then after the first verse,
He's
I'm
talking
like,
about the Philippines. I don't know. It just made sense.
something about the Philippines. Something about the Philippines.
Yo, we running it through to this week's submissions for the greatest 50 hip hop songs of all time. Our way to celebrate 50 years of hip hop here at Ebro in the morning. Who is the second person to submit songs this week?
I am number 2.
Shani Kulture.
Right. All right. So this first song, it just feels like, when the weather starts getting warm, you need that energy, that kind of hip hop that just makes you want to roll the window down. And I love it like a fat kid love cake.
Oh.
Well done. New York City.
The Shani Kulture Queen's agenda continues.
Listen, if it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Shani,
it ain't my fault. It's from my hood.
Now, Shani, why'd you go here instead of Many Men?
Well, Many Men was nominated before, but I like this song.
Okay.
I think it's one of his best songs, for real.
It's definitely still playing out here.
That is true. For sure. Stood this test time.
It's a feel good.
Got some questions that I gotta ask, and I hope you can come up with the answers, baby.
Girl.
It's easy to love me now.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
Yeah, man.
And out, but you still.
Yo, this is gonna be one of those situations where, like the Nas, if I could rule the world. If I rule the world, if I could rule the world. Where in the list right now we have in the club 50 Cent already made it.
Yep.
And then if 21 Questions made it, it's basically the mainstream records from 50 Cent.
Yep.
Not the culture classics.
True.
If it was time to put in work, would you be down to ride? I get out and chill and drive. I'm asking questions to find out how you feel inside. If I ain't rap cause I flip burgers at Burger King, would you be ashamed to tell your friends that you're feeling me? In the bed, if I use my tongue, would you like that? If I wrote you a love letter, would you write back? Now we can have a little drink, a nightcap, and we can go do what you like. I know you like that. Girl, it's easy to love me now.
Hey,
That's a vibe.
It's a bop though. It's a bop.
You can't deny it.
You can't deny it. You can't deny it. It's so good.
No, it's a bop, bro.
So, yo, my second song,
All right.
it's just, sometimes when I wake up a little late and the alarm clock be, you know what I'm saying? Because, we got to wake up early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm jetting up that FDR and I'm trying to get to work. This is my theme song.
Okay.
This is my theme song. This song bobbing and weaving on the highway.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
And get the
Yo, this got Ludacris canceled. This is the record Bill O'Reilly pulled out the woodworks and was like, yo, he can't have a Pepsi endorsement.
And Ludacris has not been nominated yet.
I love Ludacris.
There you go. I'm surprised Shani didn't go with Splash Waterfall.
This is what I say.
Oh no!
I'm about to punch yo. Get the guard drill. Still.
Drinking and busting too, and I've been thinking of busting you.
Oh, hey.
And if your friends jump in, step me welcome.
Oh, girl.
Not in the illusion, we running the streets. So bye-bye to all you groupies and gold diggers. Is there a bumper on your no? Doing 100 on the highway. So if you do the speed limit, get the out of my way. I'm DUI, hardly ever caught sober. And you about to get ran of. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way.
Can't stop it, Kast. No, you can't. Keep
You
going.
can't, bro. You can't.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's the criteria, too.
This is the best part of the song. This is
One
the
of
part
those
the whole
songs you gotta
club
play
waited
all
for.
through.
Well, I know why Kast wanted to stop because
No, I
that
know.
mystical is controversial.
I know. Here we go. Here we
It's
go.
fire. Let's go.
Here I come.
That's what I say.
Here I go. Don't jump, move. You see them headlights, you hear that crowd, start that damn show.
I'm coming through.
Hit the stage, knock the curtains down, the crowd up. That's what I do. Young and successful, sex simple. Now, woman,
True.
I mean, do they?
We don't know about that part.
We don't know. I mean, we do know clearly. Some didn't.
Yo, he's got so much in. At that time, take the personal stuff aside that we learned about him recently. That mystical at that time, you threw him on a record. It was lights out. Like he was taking your record.
He had that James Brown just kind of like.
He really did. And then Laura and I went to the Janet concert a couple weeks ago and saw Luda open. And it's really a reminder of how many records that dude has.
Bro,
Nah,
hit
he got
after
hits,
hit
bro.
after
It's not a
hit.
game.
He has so many hits that Ebro, he has songs that we would basically think of as a bona fide smash. wouldn't let it get to the hook. He would just let the beat come on. He'd do like 15 seconds, be like, all right, we're not even doing that. I'd be like, what? Not doing that?
That's the joint.
He's got a lot of joints.
And he sounds so good.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, no, he still got it. He still got it. I think the game evolved away from his style. You know what I'm saying? But it's not as if he's not dope. Like, people still respect him, but the game is just
And
kind
he
of
had a dope
moved to
feature a
different
couple
place.
years ago with JID. Was it a JID record? Yeah, and Conway or something?
There was just a record that came out this last year that was kind of moving around virally, and they had him. And then you got the girl in the BX, Connie Diamond, that just is on, got basically a move bitch.
Yeah.
And there might be a Ludacris remix to it.
Luda's he's great, and he just got
that's popping right now.
His star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame too.
Yep.
Yeah, shouts to Ludacris,
movie star.
Chris.
All right, who's up third? Oh, I'm up third. Here we go. I'm starting with how do I even frame this? I mean, it's definitely a classic album. A universally accepted classic album is my focus today. And I'm starting with this one off that album, 2001. That's the year. Neither one of these dudes has made it into the list.
Today might be the day for both of them.
I know.
Because this one of them ones.
This really is special.
That's facts.
Say that I'm foolish, I only talk about Jews. Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? See, I'm influenced by the ghetto you ruined. The same dude you gave nothing, I made something doing what I do through and through. And I give you the news with a twist is just his ghetto point of view. The renegade, you've been afraid. I penetrate pop culture, bring them a lot closer to the block where they pop toasters and they live with their moms. Got drop roasters from botch robberies, crotched over. Mommy's knocked up cause she wasn't watched over. Knocked down by some clown when child support knock. No, he's not around. Now how that sound till you jot it down? I bring it through the ghetto without riding round, hiding down, ducking strays from frustrated youth stuck in their ways. Just read a magazine that f***ed up my day. How you rate music that thugs with nothing relate to it? I help them see they way through it, not you. Can't step in my pants, can't walk in my shoes. Bet everything you worth, you lose your tie and your shirt.
Since I'm in a position to talk to these kids and they listen, I ain't no politician, but I kick it with them a minute. Cause see, they call me a menace, and if the shoe fits, I wear it. But if it don't, then y'all will swallow the truth, grin and bear it. Now who's the king of these rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics? Who could inherit the title? Put the youth in hysterics, using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits. But there's a huge interference, they're saying you shouldn't hear it. Maybe it's hatred I spew, maybe it's food for the spirit. Maybe it's beautiful music I made for you to just cherish. But I'm debated, disputed, hated, and viewed in America as a motherfucker.
Man, this guy was
like
rhyming.
you didn't experiment, nah.
Yeah.
That's when you start to stare at who's in the mirror and see yourself as a kid again. And you get embarrassed, then I got nothing to do but make you look stupid as parents. You do good, it's too bad you couldn't do good as parents. And do you have any clue what I had to do to get here? I don't think you do, so stay tuned and keep your ears glued to the stereo. Cause here we go. He's chicken, I'm the sinister Mr. Kiss my is just a renegade. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. Cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to talk about anything.
Anything.
Renegade. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. Cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to holler about anything.
By the way, respect to the to all the forefathers in hip hop, of course. But I'm sorry, guys. Did you see that absolutely wild quote from Melly Mel a couple weeks ago about Eminem?
What is that?
He wouldn't be considered a great if he wasn't white?
Yeah, nah, I don't buy that either. That rhyming right there. The rhyming. Well, and then the other piece that people, the other thing about it is if you Eminem and Dr. Dre and just everything Eminem did with Dr. Dre, the fact that he had one of the greatest producers of all time and that rhyming acumen right there, he would have definitely had super hits. I could argue if he was black, he might have got bigger.
He
would have more hip hop respect.
Yeah, he might not have sold more records because the rats, but he would have had more respect, as is exemplified by the fact that we all love 50, right? But as an MC, I'm sure 50 wouldn't even argue that 50 is Marshall, right? Look how big 50 made it under Eminem. M brought in 50. 50 got to the heights that he got to.
True.
It's just a silly thing at this point. And guys, a lot of people. I'm happy to hate on white people. Give me the chance, I'll do it.
Eminem's not the guy.
He's
that.
exempt now, guys. Can we move on? It's time to move on.
Sure.
I stayed in that same pocket though, and on that same album with this next one because this started all type of static. And out of all of the records made during the beefing that went on after this record,
I agree.
This is the record.
I agree.
Sonically, lyrically, impactfully.
We running this rap. Memphis Bleak, we running this rap. B Mac, we running this rap. Freeway, we running
The beat,
this rap.
the rhymes,
Oh, and Sparks, we running this
the
rap.
bop,
Chris and Neek, we
the
running
pocket.
this rap. The takeover, the break's
over.
God MC, me, J
J-Hova.
Hey, little soldier, you ain't ready for war. ROC too strong for y'all. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, pin to a test, chest in the line of fire.
Wait, hold up.
Your
Will
thing
is back,
back.
Cast One. The other thing I forgot to say is this record jumped off in Long Island.
Oh, really?
At the old arena at Summer Jam where we'll be in a week.
B-Mac, we running this rap.
This commemorates a time, ladies and gentlemen. It was a time.
We running this rap.
Man brought out Michael Jackson.
We running this
And
rap.
this at the same time.
Takes over. The break's over. God MC,
Me, J-Hova.
Hey, little soldier, you ain't ready for war. ROC too strong for y'all. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, pin to a test, chest in the line of fire with your thin vest. You bringing them boys to men.
How them boys gonna win?
This is grown man B.I. Get you rolled in the tree. Your reach ain't long enough, Dunny. Your peeps ain't strong enough.
He says Dunny.
Rockefeller is the army, better yet the Navy. Kidnap your baby, spit at your lady. We bring knife to fist fight, kill your drama. We kill you motherfucking ants with a sledgehammer. Don't let me do it to you, Dunny, cause I overdo it. So you
Another
won't
Dunny.
confuse it with just rap music.
ROC.
We running this rap. M-Easy, we running this rap. The Broad Street Bully, we running this rap. Get zipped up in plastic when it happens, that's it. Freak, wait, we running this rap. Oh, and Sparks, we running this rap. Chris and Neek, we running this rap. I know you listen, Nas, but along with celebrity comes about 70 shots to your frame. You are. Use the model for Carcanine Esco ass. Went from nasty Nas to
Esco's trash.
Had a spark when you started, but now you just
garbage.
fell from top 10 to not mention at all. To your bodyguards, Uchi Wally's verse better than yours. Matter of fact, you had the worst flow on the whole song, but I know the sun don't shine and sun don't shine. That's why your careers come to an end. It's only so long fake thugs can pretend. You ain't live it, you witnessed it from your folks' pad. You scribbled in your notepad and created your life. I showed you your first tech on tour with Large Professor. Then I heard your album about your tech on the dresser. So yeah, I sampled your voice, you was using it wrong. You made it a hot line, I made it a hot song.
Oh, man.
I knew it'd be controversial because obviously that record started a lot of static.
Yeah.
But when we remember the songs of that kind of moment and that album, 2001 Blueprint classic album,
man.
You're not gonna. I mean, that's one of Jay. That goes down in history. Impactful moment, record that you play all the way through. The rhymes, not a gimmick. Like it checks so many boxes, and then it's a part of a classic album at that, which really I think seals the deal. Who's got number 4?
I do, and listen, Ebro and I have always been in lockstep on the Takeover was the best song of that. I've gotten into a lot of arguments about that.
The best song over either?
Yes.
No.
No.
Yeah,
But it's okay.
It's
I'm
a matter of
partial.
just
I'm
right
partial.
versus wrong and good
No.
versus evil.
No, I don't think so.
I don't mean in terms of the people. I just mean in terms of the music.
I mean, either was better. But go ahead.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That was better.
Murdered him.
No.
No. I'll give you this. I'll give you this. No.
That's why we don't pick battles.
Ether won the battle as a moment and what was said. But when you
I don't think
listen
that
to
either.
each record,
What?
Takeover is a better song.
That's to me that's
It's
That's been the
catchier.
consensus.
It's just it has a better bop to it. It's better produced. Like it's just better. Now
I agree.
Ether brought it home for Nas to win that battle for sure.
only because people
For sure.
so petty. Everyone loved like the little Ether had the nasty lines.
It's a battle.
No,
It's a
battle. I get it, but Takeover had the more cerebral lines. He made points
I don't think that
tried to
ain't
go
true.
cerebral again with
That ain't true. Because Nas, I can't agree with you on that. Nas got into his psyche of how he looked and treating women and what he talked about women on his records and all that stuff.
Yeah, he got crazy. I mean, listen.
It got crazy.
Talking about his
hate
looks and
just
his baby
Sonic.
moms is not
I don't want to give it up to the Queens guys, but yeah, Nas went crazy, man.
Nas went
Thank you,
crazy.
You don't have enough money to make me listen to that song.
But I do agree with Ebro and Rosenberg that Takeover was a better record.
In terms of the song, sonically, all that.
Yeah, like all of that. The way it bops, all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. Rosenberg, you're up, kid.
I am up. Yeah, Ether's trash. Anyways,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ether win.
I'm a huge Nas fan. As big as Nas fan you'll ever meet. Not Ether though. Let's just stay since we already played 2. We might as well just stay. Now everyone can get their Hove 97. We're on the payroll of Jay-Z comments in the chat because Ebro and I did not talk about our picks at all. I'm going back to the lab with another Blueprint one.
Oh wow, you're on that same album.
This to me is one of the greatest Jay-Z songs of all time. Sums up the feel and sound of that record. Shouts to Kanye. This one's Kanye, right? Yeah, shouts to Kanye West. Yeah, let it go, Kast.
I love this record.
Listen, first the fat boys break up. Now every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with
Hov.
What's up, y'all all fed up? Cause I got a little cheddar and my record's moving out the store. Young spitting at me, young rappers getting at me. My big predicted it exactly. More money, more problems, gotta move carefully. Cause hate when you getting money like athletes. Youngins ice grilling me, oh, you not feeling me fine. It costs you nothing, pay me no mind. Look, I'm on my grind, cousin, ain't got time for frontin'. Sensitive thugs, y'all all need hugs. Damn low mans, I'm just trying to do me. If the record's 2 mil, I'm just trying to move 3. Get a couple chicks, get them to try to do. Hopefully they're Menage before I reach my garage. I don't want much, I drove every car. Some nice cooked food, some nice clean drawers. Bird at I don't mean to ruffle y'all. I know you waiting in the wing, but I'm doing my thing. Where's the love? I said, where's the love?
Yeah, I didn't want it to end. I never want that song to end.
Another great song. That's a great song. You know, and I almost went, and I don't know where you're going next, Rosenberg, so I hope I'm not burying the lead, but...
No, you're not going to mention what I'm going next. You're good.
Oh, okay. That you don't know off there, too, is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I almost went with that.
You know what's the sleeper I was saying last week on it, too? That All I Need. That is...
Man.
Bucket Low. All right, guys. So this next record, I understand there are a lot of people listening who are not going to know this record and would not vote for it. But for those that do, of a certain kind of hip-hop fan, of which I are my people, my family inside of this thing we call hip-hop.
You sound like you're being some sort of separatist.
I know.
No, I'm not a separatist.
Some sort of elitist, classist hip-hop.
I'm in here, y'all over there.
No, not that. I actually think of it the opposite.
Creating division amongst the culture.
No, if anything, it was the opposite. It was more like y'all are here and we were over there. You know what I mean? The backpack rap. But when hip-hop did divide, and it did have a period where it did, there was a certain sonic that happened. And I think that this sound, if you were to try to sum up this entire sort of subculture of hip-hop, the DJ Premier, boom, bap, late 90s, early 2000s smashes, to me, this would be the one. We go to Detroit, Michigan. If you know,
you know.
Yeah.
Royce the 5'9".
5'9", Yo. I'm the verbal spit Smith Wesson. I unload with 6 spit. The quick wit could split a split second. A bomb with a lit wit expression. You hear it tick tick, then you test it. My saliva and spit, the split thread and the fiber and bit. So trust me, I'm as live as it gets. Everybody claimed it the best and they had the throne since Big is gone.
If you ask me, they dead wrong.
My flow is hotter than the flash from the click. When the hammer slaps the bullet on the ass from the clip. You wind up in a room full of my dogs. I have you feeling like a fire hydrant in a room full of dogs.
So come now.
Get on.
it on. Tough talk turns to can't we all just get along. You get blazed when the mic's off, shot when it's on. You probably duck when they laid the gunshot in your song. My gun stutters when it speaks to you. Other to repeat to you. Nothing to clip to give a speech to you. Me and Premier, we kinda the same in ways. We both speak with our hands in dangerous ways. Rap now is a circus of clowns. A whole lot of lip from clicks. I probably wrap circles around. I'm the next best to reach a peak, formerly known as the best kept secret. I guess that I just leaked it. Tragic like the havoc of a nuclear bomb.
So Rosenberg just wanted to make sure that he got credibility for putting this forward. That's what this pick is. So he could be like, yo, but I was submitting them joints.
Nah, it really, because to me, it dawned on me the other day that like, as we look back at 50 years of hip hop, sometimes an era gets summed up by a couple of songs, unfortunately. And I just felt like this was the right song to sum up what that feeling of underground hip hop was like 99 to 03. It was that feel, that DJ Premier did so many great records, but that one just rang.
And you feel like that's the one that's still playing today, that gets played all the way through and fits all the criteria.
For that kind of hip hop fan, yes. You know what I mean? Like I just talked to Royce about this the other day. That's the song that got
that's why it got picked.
I've interviewed Royce 100 times. I've interviewed Royce 100 times.
Nah, I'm messing with you.
No, but it's the record that got him around the world. You know what I mean? And it was the record that separated him from M. It's around the time he went and wrote for Chronic 2001. Like, it was just a...
When's your interview drop with you and Royce?
It's already out. I'm not even promoting it. It's you can go find it wherever you find podcasts. One Ep is Life. I'm glad you said that. Actually, video's up on YouTube later today. But it had nothing to do with that.
Yo, who's up next?
It's me. And I'm going to go into the whole other room that Rosenberg was just talking about. The one where everybody else hangs out, where the hits are at. So,
the hit room.
The hit room, you know what I'm saying? And speaking about this hit, came from the most unlikely place in 2006, from the most unlikely rapper that you thought would have the biggest hit of 2006.
It's a big tune, man.
And you can't see my eyes.
This was a whole thing.
Stadium, no lie, you know this. Outside, it's like show.
I need my studded belt. Shout to Max B.
Shout to everybody that was at the African American Day Parade in Harlem when this dance took over the city.
Over the world.
Twinkle Twinkle's a crazy ad.
All the ad-libs on the song are ridiculous. They're so good.
I'm sitting clean with the bottom kid. I hopped out saggy jeans and my rock glisten. But I spent about $8,000. Mommy on stage doing the ring dance.
I think she likes me.
She let it hit the floor, made it pop. Got my pedal to the floor, screaming "F the cops." We fly, no lie. You know this. Ballin', rise outside. It's like showbiz.
It's funny you should mention ad-libs. There was a version of the song with just the ad-libs.
Yo, amazing.
Yeah, it was
That's
great.
amazing.
It was great. It was amazing.
I mean,
yo,
I
Flex
respect it.
when that first came out, Flex leaned on that record so crazy.
Yo, the whole city.
I would have never guessed.
Man.
I would have never guessed when that song came out that Jim would be where he is now as a rapper too.
Exactly.
Jim could rap his ass off.
The trajectory started there, and he
Kept working.
Yeah.
He kept working on
kept going.
Yeah.
Kast,
what you got next?
I mean, there's nothing to say.
Facts.
There's nothing to say.
Man, this is one of those songs, no matter how many times you hear it, it's still emotionally.
It's great every time.
Every time it kicks in, it makes you like, I'm going to do something today. I'm going to do something with my
I'm going
life.
to beat somebody.
And then when this part comes on, you know, and here comes the goosebumps come right here.
Every time.
Count.
Look, if you had one shot, or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, did you capture it? Just let it slip.
Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how?
Everybody's joking now, the clock's run out. Time's up, over, loud. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter, he's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to this mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't get better. Lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
Man, rest in peace, Proof.
Bro, that record's so good, man.
Crazy. And the movie with it is so good.
The movie is that's one of those movies. By the way, it's on TV a lot, and when you stumble on it, you're just like, let me just throw this on.
Yo, I was, you know, I've been traveling all week. I was just, got up to go to the bathroom and somebody was watching it on the plane, and it was the Cheddar Bob scene.
You were like, oh,
where he pulled out the gun in the parking lot, and they're like, yo, what are you doing?
Yo,
put it away. And he shoots himself in the leg. Yo,
it's so crazy, man.
And it's just a good film, man. And it got all the accolades it deserved, all the way to the Oscars.
It's just cool. It's the hip hop Rocky. It literally is the hip hop Rocky. And it stood the test of time. I like watching the battle scenes. Last battle, when he actually does the whole thing that Shani always references about Emineming someone, where he points out all his own stuff.
Right.
It hits you every time.
That's Mom's Spaghetti, baby.
That's Mom's Spaghetti.
That was over Shook Ones too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Another hip hop class. I mean, come on.
Shook Ones is in though,
Spaghetti.
right?
Yeah, I know.
It's in. Okay. It's in.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, those are submissions for this week's, getting on the greatest 50 hip hop songs all time list, which you can go check out at hot97.com/top 50. Go vote, please. You know what I mean? For what you feel should be submitted. It'll be up there until this time next week, all week long. So you got time to go vote.